Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Good morning. 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 Give me 1 second to get situated. I don't even know what I'm doing right here. So, making sure stuff is right. Give me 1 second to get situated. I don't even know what I'm doing right here. So, making sure stuff is right. Give me 1 second. This is the first stream. So, yeah. Let's play some chess just to get started.
Take a careful look at the board. Do you
I'm
see a
on
way
kind
to
of a
win my
heater,
hand?
like a 100-day streak playing chess. So, we'll see how it goes. Let me get my headphones on. What the heck?
Power on.
Alrighty. Alrighty. I'm gonna wait for everybody to get in here. I see I got 2 viewers. Um, I pull numbers just like I pull everything. Okay. So what am I gonna do here? Man, I knew when I started streaming they were gonna give me some crazy puzzles, man. So the first thing I gotta do is look at some candidate moves. And the first thing that sticks out is bishop e4, pin the knight. Um, yeah, it looks like pin the knight. It gives me a check. Take, take. Escape here. And if he moves the knight, then I have mate. That's what it looks like. Okay. So what was that? He moves a knight instead of the rook. It's pretty interesting. I think it's just take, take, pin the knight. King moves over to defend, and we check. Grab, pick up the knight. Am I missing something? What the heck is this? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I need some motion potion. Let me see. Check here. Man, do I suck that badly, man? There's no shot. Here, here. Bro just spoiled my plans, dude. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Check here. And then I'm fucked. What the hell is this? Am I just taking the pawn? Take, take, take. Here. That's so lame. That is so lame. I gotta do something, man. Just play around with this piece. Oh my gosh, you can't even see the game. What am I doing? Jeez, jeez. Only the vertical scene is going. Holy crap. Is the vertical scene even working? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. So what do we got here? Take. Here. This is so stupid. Oh my goodness. Take here. Here, here. Check. He gets out of there. Yeah. All right. That's a great way to start the day. How am I supposed to check here? Okay, I'm just stupid.
5 in a row. That's great. If you can defend well, you'll end up in a winning position.
Okay. Let's get it going. I'm in check. Let's move the king somewhere. I'm thinking here. What does he have? Check. I'm out of there. What the heck is this? Here. Check. Here. This is so stupid. Why does it want me to defend? It's not real, dude. Here, check. Get out of there. I mean, there's nothing else I can do, right? So, okay. Let's keep it rolling. Okay. So here, what am I doing? Looking at some crazy stuff here. It's not even gonna work though. That's nothing. I mean, maybe it does something. Yeah, it gets me checkmated. Let's do something not stupid. Am I just running the entire time? Is that what this puzzle is? This is such a stupid puzzle. Who put this on? Oh my goodness, dude. I just woke up, so this is my warm up. That's my excuse. Holy crap. This looks like nothing. This looks like some slop. What am I doing here? King A2, bishop check, here, bishop check, and I just get chased all over the board. Queen check, and I sacrifice all my pieces. Pawn up here. Okay, so what is he doing? Okay, let me reset. What's going on here? What am I doing? I gotta do something. Or do I? Do I just do nothing? What if I just close this game and I just call it a day? I preserve my streak. 4 minutes I've been spending on this. Okay, let's all right. This is such a stupid puzzle. This is actually the worst puzzle I've ever seen. Defend well, and you'll end up in a winning position. I don't want to defend. So bogus, man. Here, take queen pen. Here. Here. Check. Here. This is the stupidest puzzle I've ever seen in my life. Defense cannot be a puzzle. This just cannot be a thing in the real world that ever happens. Just wants me to like run, dude. This is such a fake puzzle. Okay, I'm gonna skip this thing. What the hell? What the hell is this? 6 minutes, I'm just making the move. I don't know what it even does. This is so stupid. Yeah, of course. I knew that move was gonna work because I'm just like that. It has to be that move. There's no other choice. Of course. Yeah. Of course. So, after that move, we're on to the next move. Yeah. That's going to be, of course, the pawn. It's all about calculations, guys. Okay. Well, yeah, of course. Because if we go here, then we're not looking too good, right? There's lots of reasoning behind that. So of course I'm going here because that's going to put me in a better position, right?
That's right. Well played.
It's too easy. Oh my goodness.
Your pawn can get down the board.
You can't beat me when I have the motion potion. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's such a fun puzzle. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, what am I doing? I'm doing check, take. Okay. Check, take. What is this guy doing? Just a race. I don't win those. All day, every day. Not even close. What is this? I'll take this one. I'll take it. Okay, buddy. You'll go nowhere. Here, 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 here. All right. Here, 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 here. Blah, 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 bloom. And then something happens and I get back in time, right? Right. It's got to be it. Here, here, here. Check. He goes there, and I'm back. Of course, of course.
That wasn't the way forward.
Yeah.
You can go again.
Okay.
Want a hint?
All right. Yeah. Let's not do that. Cause it's gonna
You missed a
be
key idea. Want to
it's
give it
gonna be a
another
push.
try?
All right. All right.
Fantastic.
Okay. Let's get into some real chess. Some real 1 minute chess. Okay. Make sure the vertical scene is working. I don't even know what is this? Okay. Okay, buddy. It's time for me to lock in. Okay. What are we doing here? Let's go for this. Stick with the pawn because I don't know. Little IQP action. Get out of here. I'm slow. I'm so slow. Holy crap. Let's just give him a free pawn. No, it's not free, you idiot. Oh, holy crap. I'm just so nice. I'm so nice off that motion. Potion. Holy crap. And then I'm threatening nothing here, so that's pretty awesome. Let's pin the protected pawn here. That's pretty good. Okay, what is this guy doing? 14 seconds. Yeah. That's right, buddy. Okay, let's fianchetto both bishops, or do we go with the English? I say we go with the English, actually. Let's go with the English. If this guy ever wants to play. Nope, he doesn't. Smart. See, they're starting to learn now. They're starting to realize I got the motion potion. And when I got the motion potion, they can't do anything with me. They all come around sooner or later. Okay. This is all theory, by the way. This is all studied stuff. It's been documented. Okay, so what do we do here? Yeah, of course. So first we're gonna waste all of our time here, pretending like this isn't a 1 minute game. And then we're gonna try to calculate like it's a 5 minute game. That's what we're doing. Oh, we're just gonna give that for no reason. Of course. This is how you play chess, guys. This is some okay. All right. $17. I'm gonna beat this guy on time. He's so slow. Okay. Okay, give up peace. Let's get it back in blood. Look at this guy. He's gonna give me everything. Because I said so. And he's so slow. I'm just even slower. Okay. $3. All right. Let's not do that again. Okay. We're going speed mode. We're going super fast. Okay. Everything's a pre-move. Everything. Legendary triple stack. And then he's gonna let me get out of it. Or is it a sack? No, he's gonna smash me. Okay, what is he doing? See, my time usage is just insane this game, though. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's playing like an old dude. What if I just castle right now? I can still castle, right? I can castle. Beep, beep, psych. I do not play on chess.com for legal reasons and for mental health reasons. I just go on there for tactics. And then I beat this guy on time because he's playing with himself. Okay, let's do something different. Okay, give up that pawn. Play this opening all the time, guys. A1. That's theory right there. You know, that's a pro move when you see somebody do that. Wow. This is great stuff. Nobody ever does moves like this and over the board stuff. 37 seconds. Okay. I don't like this position. This position looks horrible. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's go here. On my face. That's legendary right there. Let's cheese him a bit. Grab the pawn. Over this way. I'm over that way. I'm here. Slip that. Give up this piece. I don't want it. I'm over here. I'm back. I'm taking that. I'm giving up all the pieces. I don't want your pieces. Can I take this? Okay. I'm not even at 2200. I'm at 2100. Okay. I need to go fast. And this is not the way to play. I'm such a fake 2200. Yeah. Of course. What am I doing here? This is not chess. Whatever, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, here we go. This looks like a position that's decent. Do I move the knight? Or do I defend? I don't know. My theory is over. Open up the bishop. Okay, that's probably not the greatest. Yeah, this is definitely falling apart a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. I almost want to do it. I think I'm going to. Because that would be the stupidest thing to do in the world when I have a free piece. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. What am I doing? I don't want to talk about it. I did not see anything. Okay, I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 more of these, and then I'm gonna watch some videos, and then play some Ark, because that's what gamers do. And I am a gamer. So I actually used to teach chess um, for a bit at some elementary schools a bit ago. So this is pretty embarrassing. Like, what am I doing here? I mean, it's 1 minute, so I can't be too anal about this stuff. But still, this is kind of weak sauce. Okay, I just checked for no reason. Then get up out of there and lose all my time every single second. Who cares about time? Give up the rook. I don't care. Think I care about that? What the heck? Are you serious, man? This guy's tripping, man. Give me your rook. 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 I'll take both. Okay. I got 2 more games in me. Let's get up to a decent number because this is low rated stuff. I feel like I'm getting my queen trapped here for some reason. I almost want to do this. It doesn't work because he has a check. Now I can do that. This guy's being a buster. Okay. Whatever, dude. Okay, one more game. One more game. I mean, this is amazing stuff here. Whatever. La verga, way. Take. Oh, wow, amazing. Okay, I can't end on a loss. Let me get one more. Let me get one more in. But this streaming stuff is no joke, guys. So I ordered this monitor that I have right now. It's the first time I've ever gamed on a PC or whatever. And they sent me a monitor that was like half broken. There was no stand that came with it, so I had to email eBay. eBay's giving me a refund, and they're like, return this, and we'll give you a refund. And I clicked the link, and the link doesn't work. So I had to contact the bank and get a refund that way. Just insane. Insane stuff. Same thing with this light back there. They sent me a broken light. I had to return it, jump through hoops just to do basic stuff. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Matter of fact, I need to go ahead and cancel that Amazon subscription. Shout out to the free trial. You get 2 days out of me, and that's it. I don't know if it's just me, but Amazon randomly subscribes you to things. Like I bought when I bought some things, they like signed me up for Audible for no reason. Like I didn't even use Audible at the time. And they just had a recurring payment on there for like months and months and months. And I swear that okay. 1 minute. Let's draw. Okay. We're done with that. So they signed me up for Audible for like months, for like 8 months. And I didn't even know. And they signed me up for Amazon Music. I don't know who even uses Amazon Music or how you would even sign up for Amazon Music, but apparently I was paying that. Who knows? Okay. I'm done with that. Let's chill for a bit. What am I gonna watch? Avatar 7 Havens trailer. This is the new Avatar. It's gonna come out, finally. Long awaited. It's not Netflix. Not any of that live action slop.
Why do you look like me?
Alora needs to be prepared, because long ago our ancestors weren't. And the
Right off the rip, I don't know about this animation style. I don't know what they're doing. If it's like a different studio or whatever, I don't know about it. That's what I was having some mixed feelings about when I was looking at the images before. I'm a big fan of Avatar too, so they better do this animation right. It's the only ones that they get right. Everything else is horrible. Yeah, this chick has a lot to. She's a lot riding on her. It's the only earthbending people that we've seen have been super strong. We've had Toph, we've had Kyoshi, the Avatar. Now we have this little chick. So she's a lot riding on her. Lot to live up to. And Korra left this place a mess.
Avatar let us down.
She's in there like evil
Avatar
too.
let us down.
Why's she smirking like that? This has got to be the youngest Avatar that we've ever seen. This animation style looks so kind of, I don't know. It doesn't look right.
Humanity is not ready for the Avatar's return. And yet, it's the one thing this world needs the most.
Okay, it's just a teaser. It's just a teaser. Okay, so it is Nickelodeon. Okay. I mean, I'm still gonna watch it because it's an Avatar animation, but this looks like it's for some kids, for some kiddos. What are we doing? How are we gonna develop this character?
It's the one thing that this world needs the most.
Jeez. I just watched Aang, and Aang was really good. Only thing is, it should have been longer. It should have been like a TV show. Would have been much better. But that was great. You got adult Aang and crew. And now we got this. So, Seven Havens. Pretty interesting stuff. It's just a teaser. So, I'm not going to hate on it too much, but that's looking a little rough, to be honest. What else we got? Got Neuromancer.
What am I doing here?
This looked interesting.
Purpose.
My profile picture is actually Ghost in a Shell, the 1990s one. And this looked like they were getting plugged into something when I was looking at it. So I want to take a look at this too.
Purpose is everything. You're scared.
Oh, dystopian action.
We all are.
What makes you so special?
I'm the best console man around. I steal data in cyberspace.
Guess we'll find out.
Let's roll.
Guess we'll find
This looks like the chick from Cape Fear, like the daughter. I don't know if that's the same actress, but
out.
she did a great job in that.
Let's roll.
If that is her. Got my baby bell.
See you on the other side. Jack.
Okay, that didn't tell me anything. That was nothing. I don't know why it has 1.5 million views. Definitely going to be a great moment to be a cyberpunk fan. What is that even? What are we talking about? I gotta stop watching these teasers. These teasers show me nothing. So let's watch some of Animal Planet.
Kenya, famous for its big cats, the supreme hunters.
And if you watch Tirzu, you know that cheetahs suck compared to other cats. Like they're like the lowest tier. So let's see if they can do something here.
Specialize in hunting at speed.
They get bullied by everything.
They're fragile creatures built to sprint after small prey. They don't have the strength or weight of a lion to bring down larger animals. This male is different. He doesn't hunt alone. He's learnt that there is strength in numbers. But here, there are not just 2, but 3 cheetahs.
Wow.
A band of brothers. They have changed their tactics, and by doing so, have taken their prey by surprise.
You know what I mess with? I mess with
They have
hyenas.
learned that working
Hyenas are
together,
sick.
they can bring down large prey.
I could take on some cheetahs.
An
Easy.
ostrich. A bird that towers over a cheetah and is more than twice as heavy. It can't fly to escape danger, but it can lash out with a deadly kick. A female, unaware as yet of any danger. Even with 3 of them, this is still highly
They do
risky.
look so sick though.
If one gets injured, the other 2 couldn't hope to tackle such large prey. On the other hand, if they get it right, the rewards are huge. The male has spotted one of the brothers, but only one. It's not too worried. Then
Let's get to the
suddenly
action,
there are
buddy.
3. The female is slower to realize the danger, and the cheetahs switch targets.
Better kick or something. Getting 3v1.
It takes
That's a
the
push
combined
kick
effort and
situation.
weight of all
You
3
gotta keep him at
brothers
a distance.
to bring down this powerful bird. Even now, the ostrich could land a fatal kick.
GG, man. Right there. Hit him in the liver. Why don't you? Come on,
So far, the
man.
brothers are winning. Ostriches have yet to find a way to foil such tactics.
They spotted a herd of hemsbok in a clearing.
That was a top 10
For
moment?
young cheetahs,
No shot.
these are a very dangerous target.
No shot. That was a top 10 moment of cheetahs.
3 cats altogether. They look like a force to be reckoned with.
They 3v1'd a bird and they said it was a top 10 moment.
I don't quite know how
They're a
it's gonna
stacked team.
play out. I have seen cheetahs hunt before, but out in the open plains, and I'm not sure how it's going to change their behaviour somewhere as thick as this. It's very, very scrubby and bushy. Okay, cheetah there, moving in. Right. Okay, one's running.
What is that on his head?
Moving in. Right. Okay, one's running. Second one running towards the game. You don't yet
They
know
put a
the
camera on the dude's head?
Actually just... Okay, full on run from the front cheetah, full on run.
It's a crazy POV.
No, they're just scattering the herd.
The Hemsbok panic. The cheetahs are after an easy target.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, guys. Come on.
Confusion. It's very hard trying to keep
Top
track of
10 cheetah moments.
3 cheetah.
Wonder's camera captures what I can't see. She's chasing one animal away from the group. In amongst the bushes, Wonder's losing speed. Her sister Shiloh charges in on the left, but the Hemsbok is now so far
It's my
ahead,
breakfast, guys.
it's safe.
I got like 50 grams of protein in this.
The thick vegetation has scuppered our cheetah's chances. Wonder
Wow. There's no way that they keep that on them, so they just like capture him, they like trank him, and they put it on his head and they trank him again and take it off, right? There's no way they keep it on the cat.
skulks back to the clearing.
Oh,
where
the whole
tables have turned.
pride or whatever has him on.
Oh,
That's what they're doing for the Russian military. They're like training the cheetahs to train all the animals to come and get you.
just got charged by a big Hemsbok there.
The
I've seen that video with
risk
like
of
them
being
training
speared
dolphins or
by
something.
this large male.
The prey knows that the predator is around. The cheetah have lost their advantage.
This is not top 10,
They're just
guys.
getting chased away. They're being humiliated.
Oh my gosh.
Taking on such large prey was a real rookie mistake.
Top 10
Back
cheetah
in Sahara,
moments.
Chile
All right. All right. Let's see.
Because whilst it's always upsetting to see anything killed, especially...
They proved way too nimble for the Cubs during the last rainy.
Man, this is who's filming this? Of course, they don't have the guy's name in here. That was so lame. Top 10 cheetah moments. That's insane. Let's get into some anti-slop. There's too much slop going on nowadays, so we're going anti-slop here. Shout out to Neil deGrasse Tyson. Star Talk.
When you're buying online?
Testing? Really? You have local dealers behind the scenes? Really? Really?
Great to work with you, Doug.
Can I get a ride back to set?
When I was in graduate school, many moons ago, back in the 1980s, I was in graduate school to get a PhD in astrophysics.
You've been working out,
when
man.
you're getting an advanced degree in the sciences, especially in the physical sciences, what you notice
Too. Look how he rolled up his sleeves.
is that other
What a
graduate
swaggy
students,
guy.
many of them, and in some departments, most of them, were not born in America. They came from other countries around the world. These are countries whose system of education did not extend deeply into graduate studies in the fields of their interest. And so they had to look around the world to see who could serve those interests. And in the physical sciences, the United States had led the world. Half of my fellow graduate students were foreign-born nationals. And this was not uncommon. In the physics department, it was even higher, that fraction of foreign-born nationals. And for most of them, they get their graduate degree and they would find job opportunities here in the United States and they would stay. Now, I took that for granted. It was like, well, of course they're coming to the United States. This is America. And I didn't fully think about what might be the consequences to the country from which they came. This was tantamount to a brain drain from those countries. And those countries would not then be able to create a layer of science, technology, engineering, and math to build their infrastructure. They'd be beholden to advances from other countries that had the innovation and the educational tracking to create that kind of world. So I just took it for granted. I didn't think much about it. It was like, of course, they're here to study these subjects. Recently, in the United States, science as an enterprise has not been as welcomed or as supported as it has been in previous decades. This manifests in multiple ways. We've already talked about the halving of the science budget of NASA. By the way, that might not look like much on the total NASA budget, because NASA...
I know not many people are watching this, but when I was in college, I did study computer science. I still have a lot of friends in that realm, and a lot of them are having a tough time finding jobs, internships, and all that type of thing. So this is very, very real. I was super, super lucky on campus. I was applying to jobs and stuff, and I luckily found one on-campus position as a space tech scholar outreach assistant. But I was one person out of like hundreds, and that was like the one job that I saw related to computer science on the like anywhere. I applied to like 50 on Indeed, Glassdoor, and other places, and heard nothing back. So the job market is horrible. One of my friends has been applying for internships forever, and he's got nothing. So he's a computer science major, computer science degree, and he's trying to work photography, which is crazy.
Puts astronauts into space, and lately to the moon and back. That's not the science budget. The science budget is a fraction on top of that allows us to put up space telescopes to search for life on Mars and on moons of Jupiter. It's all the images we get and the knowledge gleaned from the space telescopes such as Hubble, such as the James Webb. That's the science budget. You could have a space program without science, but then...
And I don't even know if it's the budget, to be if that's the issue, to be honest. Because when I was working there, I saw some numbers. I don't even know if the budget is the problem. I think it's the efficiency of the person. I don't know if it's efficient to be hiring people for starting positions at these computer science and other starting positions, entry-level positions. So that's a big reason.
What is motivating it? Is it muscle flexing? We can go into space and you can't, or you don't know how, and we do? The science makes space exploration a noble enterprise, rather than just a simple race that you've decided to hold. That's NASA, but let's keep going. I don't know if you knew, but from academia, the government has had visiting scientists annually come in from academia to serve the country. These are scientists that come in and advise the Justice Department, the Senate, the House, the White House. These rotating positions were not only good for the government, they're also good for scientists themselves to get a taste of how the sausage is made in governance, especially when governance needs and relies upon the advice of scientists. So here's what has happened. Many of those positions that rotate in and out no longer exists.
Bet you can't run as fast as T-Mobile. Bet you I can. Well, you better pick it up, because T-Mobile now has the fastest 5G home internet. Watch this. I'm okay.
T-Mobile now has the fastest 5G home internet. Just $35 a month.
From rescue to rehabilitation, the ASPCA helps animals learn to trust again, transforming their futures for the better.
These rotating positions included, for example, the National Science Foundation. You'd have scientists from academia doing tours of duty in and out of the National Science Foundation to bring their expertise into a government agency that doesn't always have access to the moving frontier of that expertise. Not only that, what does the NIH do? The National Institutes for Health? They have grant money that goes to research that's not conducted within the government. It's conducted by scientists in universities. This is one of the fundamental roles American universities have played in the strengthening of the United States in the 20th century. Universities.
And that is how my job was funded. It was a nonprofit at Metropolitan State University of Denver. It was a nonprofit, grant funded. And our mission was to support minorities and in space and aerospace, stuff like that.
These are not just some places students go to learn and get degrees. Yes, it's also that. And yes, it's importantly that. But the intellectual capital that resides in the scientific community of universities has no equal in the world. And the government knows this. So the government says, we want to do some extra research here and there. We don't have that expertise. Here's grant money to the university. Go build a lab, do the research. Not only that, what we have learned in 20th century research in science is you cannot predictate what role and value curiosity-driven research will play in the future of your economy, in the future of your health, in the future of your security. You cannot predetermine that because you have no idea. You might have read recently that research into the venom of the Gila monster, this big lizard, research on that venom led to the development of the GLP-1 weight loss medications. Who would have thought that? Maybe not even the scientists themselves. The point is, curiosity-driven research extends the frontier in all directions, and you don't know in advance what connections will be made off of those frontiers. You don't know. My college physics professor, his name is Ed Purcell. I took quantum physics from him. This was well after he had earned a Nobel Prize. For what? For discovering a new physics phenomenon called nuclear magnetic resonance. This is what happens when you take the nucleus of an atom, subject it to a strong magnetic field, and you watch the effect on electromagnetic energy passing by it. Later on, medical technologists say, wait a minute, if you can distinguish one atomic nucleus from another in this way, then maybe I can make images of the soft tissue of the human body in ways that X-rays do not reveal. Thus was invented the magnetic resonance imager, the MRI. Its full name would really be the nuclear magnetic resonance imager, but nuclear is one of the two N words you're not supposed to use in polite company. Anyhow, MRI, arguably the most potent machine in the arsenal of the medical community to diagnose the condition of your body without cutting you open first. That came from the work of a physicist doing research on atoms and molecules, who, by the way, was deeply interested in atoms and molecules in space. That was his calling. That's what got him interested. And here he is doing research, a person who has no interest in medicine. The intersections of the frontier, of the moving frontier, in ways you cannot predict, is what defines our exponential growth in our science and technology that drives society. if you think science is some hidden activity done by ivory tower institutions just for the amusement of scientists who have nothing better to do with their brilliance, so therefore you don't really need them. What you really want are the engineers, because they build stuff. And if you're an engineer hired in a corporation in the R&D department, what fraction of their money goes to R&D? Anywhere between 0 and a few percent? All right, you're going to be tasked with making product that'll show up in the quarterly report with promise of revenue. Well, when you're doing science on the true frontier, there's no obvious pathway to revenue, certainly not in the quarterly report, definitely and not the annual report. If you had a decadal report, maybe. We're in the 100-year anniversary, the centennial decade of the discovery of quantum physics. People back then said, I wonder what molecules are doing. I wonder what atoms are doing. If you were around back then, what would you have said? I'm a carpenter, I just care that my wood atoms can cut. I'm learning new laws of physics about how particles interact, how electrons, protons, neutrons, quarks, other particles, to enumerate to mention here. It would take decades. Yes. Decades before we would discover how to create, store, and retrieve digital information. You know how you do that? Using quantum physics. Oh my gosh. Who in the 1920s would have said, we're doing this because one day we'll have personal computers? No, nobody's thinking that. This is all backdrop to my point. Within the last 2 years, we've lost more than 15,000 scientists from the ranks of the federal government. Not only that, grant money from major funding agencies of the government has been reduced so that we have fewer scientists doing research on government funding. You look at the titles of some of the papers or the titles of the grant proposals. They have a research paper that maybe 100 people in the world at most understand the title. And it's like, I don't see why that's relevant to anything. Therefore, I don't want to fund it. Let's cut it. And then you cut it, and it looks like you're saving money, when what you're doing is you're cutting out at the kneecaps the future competitiveness of this nation in the 3 things that we care most about: our health, our wealth, and our security. Because the history of that exercise tells us exactly that. The government loses 15,000 scientists, and if you think all the science research you need to do is on the R&D ledger of a corporation, you are sadly mistaken. So what is happening? Our labs here in the United States, the funding is dropping. We can't sustain the lab. We can't sustain graduate students, postdocs. What's a postdoc? A person who gets a PhD and still has some energy and some creativity to do some research. They don't want to be a professor yet, so they get to spend 3 years, 4 years, 6 years doing just research in a lab. You don't have money for that as the person who runs the lab evaporates. Do you realize I have colleagues who've gotten a phone call from Germany, from France, from Spain, saying, we've got a fully funded lab here. I know your expertise, and I know you're running out of funding. Why don't you bring your whole operation to us?
This is like kind of true. I feel like we're getting more efficient, and with AI, it's just crazy. Like you're just magnitudes smarter than us, right? So America is on the forefront of every single thing. So we're transitioning our knowledge workers into AI agents instead. That's kind of where we're headed. So we don't need as much super deep technical knowledge and stuff, but we do need good ethics and a basic technical knowledge of stuff.
We're now getting cherry-picked by other countries. Yeah, that's what we kind of did for the second half of the 20th century. But now the tables are reversed. We're losing our scientific base. Europe understands what's going on. You know who else understands what's going on? China. Here's an interesting vignette about China. Initially, Chinese students came to the United States to study graduate subjects in the physical sciences. And they stayed. Meanwhile, China is growing. China's economy is growing. They're getting their act together. Have you seen pictures of Shanghai lately? Any part of it? This is a city of the future, right? So meanwhile, China's ascending. So what happens? The next generation of Chinese graduate students, because that first generation came and stayed. The second generation got trained and went back to China to build the next generation of graduate programs. The third generation of Chinese graduate students are not here because they're being trained in China and they're staying in China. This is a slide. It's not a cliff. If you fell off a cliff or were pushed off a cliff, you would notice that. But it's a slide. And as we continue down this slide, and as scientists are cherry-picked, as labs are evaporating, as scientists are retiring and not replaced, there's an intellectual vacuum, scientific vacuum that is descending upon the United States. And that has consequences. I'm not here to tell people who to vote for or what to vote for or who your candidate is. It has nothing to do with this. It has to do with an if-then statement. If you're okay with the United States losing its scientific leadership, especially in the physical sciences, if you're okay with that, you will get the country you voted for. And that country is one where we will no longer innovate because our greatest innovations are based on the frontier science that's way beneath them, hidden from the daily news reports, hidden from...
We talk about physical science. The AI is just so much better at every single thing that we do. You got NVIDIA Nemotron that's doing AI on DNA and stuff like that. So I don't know how accurate we're going to be downgrading in the future.
What you see and hear about as you surf the internet, that goes away. We lose the foundation of our innovations, and the United States fades on the world stage. And they will do things that will impress us.
Los Angeles, 1981. We're gonna roll the school, don't we already? Some of us survived the 80s, but none of us made it out alive.
FX's The Shards premieres August 5th on FX and Hulu.
Just as we did things my entire life growing up that impressed the world. We went to the moon. Nobody else was close to going to the moon. As a scientist, it kind of doesn't matter who's making the advances because the fields of science move forward. But as an American, I like baseball, I eat hot dogs, and I eat apple pie. Yeah, I'm American. It kind of hurts to watch this hard-earned leadership evaporate. We will be less secure, less healthy, and less wealthy because some community of people who influence what this country is do not see the value of science deep below all of that. I'm saddened by this. But let me put this on a higher note. Remember when the folks were testifying about aliens in the back shed and reverse engineer of alien spacecraft and flying saucers? Remember that? Okay. These were hearings in Congress. Who was conducting those hearings? Members of Congress. Both political parties of Congress were sitting right next to each other, hand in hand, asking common questions. That was my takeaway. Aliens was something everybody cared about, and your political persuasion didn't matter. Aliens. It took aliens to bring us together. Ronald Reagan predicted that in 1987, I think it was. He gave a speech in front of the UN.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
There would be no Cold War because we'd be in this together fighting a common enemy. I don't like common enemies to be the source of us getting together, but yeah, that kind of works, doesn't it? All right. As we fade and as the rest of the world rises up, and as we in the United States decide we need to do something about it, I think then we're going to be sunk so deeply into a hole that all political factions will be together and say, we got to get out of this hole. How are we going to do that? Well, we got to shore up our scientific profile, because there's nothing political about science moving on the frontier. Yes, funding can influence what science gets done that is shaped by your political policies, sure, but the discoveries that science makes, those are not political. That comes out of nature. Nature is the ultimate judge, jury, and executioner of what happens in the laboratory. Okay, so we're down in the hole, looking up. And the only way out is straight up. There's no room for political bickering. We've got to do this together. And I think we will descend further before we reach that point. But the day we reach that point, I think we'll rocket out of that hole as no one could have imagined. And why do I think that?
Absolutely.
Because we've actually done that before. What happened on October 4th, 1957? Soviet Union launched Sputnik, a radio transmitter embedded in a hollowed-out intercontinental ballistic missile shell that was flying over our heads. If they could put that over our heads, they could put a nuclear payload over our heads. We got spooked. Within a year, we created NASA. Within 11 years, we orbited the moon. Within 12 years, we were walking on the moon. Yeah, we rocketed out of that hole we were in to try to show the world the path of freedom over then known as the path of tyranny, the godless communists. You want another example? December 7th, 1941, we're attacked at Pearl Harbor. Oh my gosh! We gather our resources, our scientists, our corporate infrastructures, our military. Do you realize we isolated the element plutonium in the year 1940? And within 5 years, it was weaponized. And that was the first atomic bomb ever detonated at Trinity Site, New Mexico. Shortly after that, the duplicate was made, perfected, and dropped in warfare. All that happened within 4 or 5 years. Think today how long construction projects take. You build a road, a bridge, they take 5, 6, 7, sometimes 10 years. When we're motivated, evidence shows we can rise up as a nation, as one nation, to achieve a goal, provided we understand what that goal is, and we understand what methods, tools, tactics, efforts, and investments are required to stoke that goal. That's the America I look forward to in this, our 250th anniversary. As a kingless country, run by its citizens, let's take the world back. I know that's kind of jingoistic, but I can't help it, because I'm American. Neil deGrasse Tyson for Star Talk. This is what's up with that? Until next time, keep looking up.
America! Man, what a goat. Absolute goat.
I need to train my IT team, but what's this gonna cost me?
Well, not training him.
Wait, why is this going up?
Downtime, security mistakes,
Compliance violations.
because untrained IT teams are expensive.
But if you train them,
CBT Nuggets keeps your IT team sharp.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Let's build your team's IT.
This is 99.9% pure copper, and it.
Now we're going to build wit. How copper's made. I love anti-slop, and this guy's insane. He just travels around the world, reviewing how stuff is made, going to different factories, going to different mines and stuff like that. And he's nasty with a sniper. I've seen him hit crazy shots from across the map. This guy's insane.
In this video, we're going to show you everything you need to know about the copper production process. Behind me is 400 tons of molten copper. 92% of the copper that goes in comes out via that froth.
Copper. It's the unsung hero of everything you own. The lights in your home, the phone in your pocket, and yes, even YouTube. since its first major use in 5000 BC. Humans have mined and smelted over 700 million metric tons of the red metal. And today, humanity is hungrier for copper than ever, requiring 30 million tons annually. Amazingly, copper is infinitely recyclable, so much of today's new copper is actually reused. But that's not enough to satisfy our need for today's technologies, living spaces, and transportation. We need more new copper, and that comes out of the ground. Which brings me to the Kansanshi mine in northwest Zambia, one of Africa's biggest copper operations. Not only does First Quantum mine copper ore here, but they concentrate and refine it all in the same spot, allowing us to see the copper process from A to Z, and we're taking you along with us. Before we have a blast, literally, let's talk about the copper we're after, which is only a small percentage of the rock here, known as ore.
The precious red metal we are after is within solid rock. The ore here is about 0.5% copper, meaning a majority of it is just rock, like I said. So before we can this and this, we've got to fluff it up with drilling and blasting.
Since the copper we're after is locked within solid rock, the first step is breaking it up to make it diggable, which is definitely an engineering term that I didn't make up. The most cost-effective way to do this is drilling and, blasting. Drills poke holes through each bench in a specific grid called a pattern. Then the blasters take over, loading each hole with a precise weight and volume of explosives based on the rock's hardness. Too little, and the rock goes nowhere. Too much, and they could create a dangerous situation. Once loaded, the blasters tie the shot together with electronic detonators, the industry's highest standard. Each shot has a sequence, with the electronic system varying the delays between holes by only milliseconds, allowing the energy to fracture the rock perfectly. After the work is done and the pit is clear, we get to the boom.
I wonder how we're going to be able to do this on different planets at some point in the future. Are we just going to start shipping up explosives and stuff to Mars? I know Mars has its regolith has iron oxide, and that's something that we need. I'd rather get resources from space and other planets than ours. And so how are we going to do that? Are we going to send some explosives up to Mars, or what are we doing?
Now that it's fluffed up, it's time to scoop it. And since this is a big operation, you bet they have big scoopers.
How do they dig such an enormous hole? Well, this thing right here is the answer. This is a Hitachi 5600 front shovel. They have quite a few of them, and this is what makes it happen. So with that, let's see it make it happen.
This is a slate truck. Seats 2, fits plywood, turns into a 5-seat SUV.
The Hitachi 5600 front shovels feature buckets that move more than 40 tons per pass, loading family house-sized 225-ton trucks in just minutes. Once loaded, the trucks must get up and out of the pit, which is the most costly part of any mining operation due to high fuel burn. But here's where Kansanshi gets even more clever, with something called a trolley line. Similar to the systems municipal buses use, the mine features over 10 kilometers of power lines stretched above the main ramps. Each truck uses its enormous diesel engine to power its rear electric drive motors until it reaches the ramp, when it then hooks up to the power lines. Not only does this cut the engine to a low idle when it's usually at full RPMs, but it also moves the truck twice as fast, as direct electric power outperforms onboard diesel power. Kansanshi has a large fleet of diesel-electric trucks on the system, but it's also trialing the world's first battery-electric mining truck. It charges on the way up with the trolley and on the way down with regenerative braking, identical to Max Verstappen's F1 car.
As the truck is coming out of the pit loaded, hooks up to the trolley line, and is not just moving faster out of the pit, but is also charging.
So we split the power, we split it for the drive, and we split it for charging.
And then as it goes down, you're braking using your electric motors.
Correct.
Which on a traditional truck, you'd have to dissipate as heat.
Yes.
But on this truck, you're charging simultaneously.
Correct, yeah.
And so this truck can run all day because of the trolley line.
Because of the trolley line and because of regenerative charging.
And because of the...
All the ore hauling trucks end up at the primary crusher. Blasting has made everything smaller, but rocks here can still be over a meter across. The crusher's job is to reduce everything to a more manageable size that can then travel about 2 kilometers to a surge pile where the milling process begins. But before the mill, one quick detour. Zambia lies near the equator, so it rains a lot, about a meter of water per year across the country. All that water wants to go somewhere, down. So how do you keep a giant hole dry as it gets deeper? First Quantum has invested in a multi-year project to build a dewatering gallery under the main pit, and they invited us to don our headlamps and head underground to see it.
Water is a non-stop challenge as you are digging into the earth. There's tons of water in the earth, especially in a place like Zambia. So to allow the pit to deepen and expand, they have dug this entire underwater dewatering gallery. We just walked down the decline, they dug it underneath the pit to then pump the water out of the pit and get rid of it. That right there is the problem. That is the water from the earth above us shooting out of a crack into this area. If it weren't for those pumps right there, this entire area would flood like that. But fortunately, this whole thing has been engineered to pull that water and the water in the surrounding pit out of here so that mining on the surface can continue. And speaking of the surface, let's get back above ground.
The ore is in the plant, but it's still chunky. Before we get our first glimpse of copper, everything needs grinding to about 200 microns, or finer than beach sand.
Into the primary crusher goes big rocks. They can be a meter big, this big. They go into that primary crusher and it chews them up to about this big. They travel the rocks then by conveyor about 2 kilometers to a surge pile. That surge pile evens out the flow, but the mill needs a constant feed. So that allows the mill to then pull from that surge pile into this first step of the milling process at about 4,700 tons per hour. There is media within there, steel media, and water. So the rock is mixed with water, and then it sits in there and gets tossed around, smashed together, and it starts to break it all into that much smaller size. There's about 1,000 tons total weight rotating within that drum. It is crazy how much energy that is. It doesn't look very fast, but there's so much going on in it.
After the SAG mill, everything passes through cyclones, or gravity-based particle separators. Fine material rises to the top for flotation, while heavier material moves to the bottom for further crushing in the ball mill. Once crushed again, the material returns to the cyclones. The right-side stuff continues, while anything still too big repeats the journey through the mill.
Going at 9.6 RPM. 9.6 RPM, inching up a bit, just try to sit up and put grind in the mill.
Now that we have 4,700 tons per hour down to 200 microns, it's time for the science bit, called flotation. The goal here is to begin separating the copper from the rock. To do this, we need water, reagents, and air. The result is a beautiful copper froth skimmed from the top, ready for the next step.
This is one of 5 flotation tanks. The reagent has been added. We have our rock, we have our water. All of it is within this tank being mixed up. And as it's being mixed, air is added. The copper, thanks to the reagents, is best friends with air. Kind of like me and anime. They just love one another. And so the copper then sticks to that air. The air travels to the surface as froth, and that froth is then skimmed off the top, and that can go to the cleaning process. What remains within this tank then goes to the second tank, third tank, fourth tank, fifth tank. At that point, we have about that 92%, and the rest of that material goes to the tailings impoundment while the water is recycled.
Oh, snap. How are people finding me? What the heck? Somebody's saying something? Diana. Hello, how are you? I'm bad. I'm visual arts. Would you like to see my work? Not really. What are you talking about? Alrighty. Interesting stuff.
The froth from flotation is collected and dried, becoming copper concentrate. We've now gone from the original 0.5 copper ore to 23% copper concentrate, but there's a long way to go to reach the 99.9% purity we're after.
Fancy dirt, expensive dirt. This is copper concentrate. It's about 23% copper. This is what we get from the flotation process. It's the end of the process we just saw, but the beginning of the smelting process. Smelting is what takes this from 23% to over 99%.
I only watch Good Artist. I don't watch Diana.
Copper. This is the concentrate shed. This concentrate is from the enormous mining operation we're right next to here, and this fancy looking dirt is what is by conveyor fed into the plant to begin that valuable smelting.
So how do we go from 23% to 99.4% copper in the next step? A toasty process called smelting.
Add my Discord.
The copper concentrate is blended with silica flux and is fed into the primary furnace. As the solids turn to liquid, the plant injects oxygen, separating the iron from the copper, yielding iron slag and 60% copper matte. The copper matte transitions to the converting stage, where oxygen is again introduced to the molten metal, oxidizing the sulfur and yielding sulfuric acid and 98.5% blister copper. Refining is the final step, again introducing oxygen to remove the last impurities, yielding 99.4% copper. The 3-step process takes about 12 hours, with the furnaces never cooling.
Basically, the objective of smelting for us is to get the valuable metal from the copper concentrate. So it gets upgraded from 23% to about 60% in the primary furnace.
Okay.
Then from 60% to 98.5% on the converting side. Then from 98.5 to 99.4.5% on the final ends, which is what you saw us casting there.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I wish I would have been in the chat when you were still here. I'm like mirroring my screen onto like a small little iPad, so I can't even read it. Man.
The end of the smelting process is the anode casting. There's the newest anode in the world right there. It's coming out of the furnace. It's pouring down a series of chutes that are all kept hot with those gas flames. It's then pouring out of that ladle there into each mold, and then there's a turntable here that's cooling each slowly with air and water until they are solid. This robotic arm puts them into water, and then a forklift can take them away and start to stockpile them for that last bit of cooling. We'll pour about 400 tons of copper for about 1,200 of these anodes. Around and around it goes, 1,200. This is one turntable. There's another one on the other side. It's identical. While this one is pouring, it's filling, and then that side is pouring. So it's alternating, pouring either side. Each are rotating, spitting those anodes out. And in case you were wondering at home, you can't feel how hot it is. But it's really hot where I'm standing right now.
Casting produces anodes, which are flat and almost pure copper plates weighing about 400 kilograms each. But they're still not the beautiful red color we all know copper to be. That's because there's one more critical piece to our copper puzzle.
Following the casting process we just saw, the anodes are cooled and bundled. Each one is about 400 kilograms. This
Look at all that
bundle
metal.
here
Oh my
is
goodness.
2.3 tons about. Now, looking at this, you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like the copper that I know and love. That's because it's not exactly the copper that you're familiar with. That is 99.9% pure copper. This is 99.4%.
That's some good looking metal right
so
there.
most of this is copper.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
also some stuff in here, some minor impurities. This year, this facility will produce over 300,000 tons of this stuff, and it'll go from here all over the world for electricity and all the other copper goods that we could not live without.
We talked about science before, but here's where it gets really sciencey. The final step in the copper process called the refinery. Almost pure copper anodes go in, and 99.9% pure cathodes come out 7 days later. How? A process called electrowinning.
This is one of the refineries here on site. We have our anode, our steel blank, anode, steel blank, all the way across, all the way down, and it is sitting within that blue Gatorade. There's an electrical current running through there, and those copper plates, those cathodes, that 99.9% pure copper is growing as we speak, 7 days before it is strong enough to scrape off there and pile it up outside, which we'll see next. Once our cathodes have grown strong enough over the week-long period, they are scraped off and they are stockpiled here. Each one of these is roughly 2 tons. This is 99.9% pure copper. You can see it looks like pure copper. And from here, forklifts will
That's
load
what
it
I'm
onto
talking about,
trucks,
man.
and it'll go around the world, turning into wire, carrying electricity, serving as one of the most valuable goods we have in the entire world. So this right here is $26,829. A kilogram is 13.21 USD. So each one of these are about 30K. So 30K, 60K, 90K, 120K, 150K, 180K, 210K, 240K, $250,000. That's a lot of copper. This is a homeless man's dream right here.
From the Kansanshi refinery, copper cathode travels worldwide to become the modern electrical grid we could not live without. Your phone has about 15 grams of copper.
Modern
your
electrical
TV
grid.
contains about 500 grams of copper. And your home, about 200 kilograms of the stuff. And who knows, maybe some of it came from the Kansanshi mine in Zambia thanks to the hardworking people at First Quantum. And there you have it, the copper production process from 0.5 ore in the ground to 99.9% pure copper ready for our world. A huge thank you to the First Quantum Minerals and Kansanshi team for having us. They were fantastic. And if you made it this far, you're now ready to impress people at parties with your superior copper knowledge.
Absolutely. Look at those baddies
comment,
right here.
Subscribe.
Okay. Now it's finally time to play some Ark. Now, I've played Ark before for a few hours just to try to get the basic controls down, but I don't know more beyond that. Like I said, I don't really game too much anymore. So we'll see how this goes. I think I downloaded Ragnarök, so let's see if I could. Yep, right here. Let's get into it. Let's play adult Minecraft. Single player, of course. Because I'm gonna get bullied by the tryhards in here. Character time, okay. Should I go with a chunky? Why am I a chick? Yeah. Jeez, this guy is... Jeez. Now, I don't know if Ark is in the future or it's in the past, because they got a lot of technology and stuff going on. But if I were in the future, I'm chunky. I don't know about you guys. I'm getting chunky. So we're going there. A nice red. That face is crazy though. Let's do an average height. Nah. I don't want my hitbox to be crazy. I don't know what that does. What about these voices? Oh my gosh, sounds like a patzer. Huh. Okay, let's go with the first voice. We gotta do something about this. I don't know how that's default. Man. Are they just forcing me to do so? What the heck is this? It's not even changing anything. Wait, what is this? Look, a thumb from Spy Kids. Should I be a thumb? Nah. Bro, why is this guy's jaw like this, man? This is rough. This is rough. I might just gotta... Okay. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No shot! No shot I'm doing that. Let me get something good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Man. These guys are not going to survive. Like, look at this guy. What is up with this guy's hair? He's not surviving. What are these guys? This is some weak stuff over here. You know what? Wow, that's some crazy. Wow, look at that build. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. You know what? I'm going with that guy, man. Create. Okay. Now, where am I spawning at? Now, these say easy, but the first time I played this, I got killed by piranhas like 30 times. So these are not easy. I don't care what you guys say. Should I go north? No, Vikings Bay. Oh, heck yeah. I'm trying to go to Vikings Bay number 2. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I didn't change the voice. What is this voice? Man. Already some crazy stuff. Jeez. There better not be anything that big in this game. Okay. Punch a tree. Am I getting anything for this? What the heck? Okay, okay. This guy is not doing it that efficiently. That's all arm swings right here. You gotta move that hip. You gotta generate it from the ground, man. Is my health already at half? Okay. Let's see. Let's get more health. Can I craft this right now? What just happened? I need stone. Stone, stone, stone. There we go. Now we're talking. This is a nice spawn. I mean, look at this. Wow. That's crazy majestic. Are my settings right? Performance. Nah. I want some, what is this? Quality. I don't know what that is. Epic graphics. Gotta do something. A little better. Okay, so I need to find some food and level my stuff up. Pretty sure you're supposed to do weight and health at the beginning. I need to unlock some stuff though. What is this? Stone hatchet. Gots to have that. Spear. For sure.
Okay.
Can we craft any of those? I'll get that. I need some fiber. Okay. Ooh. What is that? That thing looks like it's gonna kill me. What's good, man? Oh, that's so big. I'm just chilling. Of course, dude. Man, this is my territory, busted. Of course, dude. Look at that strafe. You can't. Out of my face, bro. Okay, I need some fiber. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to. Can I not get fiber? Okay, here we go. Psych. Okay. Let's get some spears going. I can only get one. I'll get a little bit more if I can. Okay, 2 spears. Let's get some weight. Ooh, we got more stuff too. Now, I don't know how I beat this game, or if there's like a story I'm supposed to be following. Should I do damage? Nah, I should do weight. I should do weight. Gotta get a sleeping bag. And I'm almost hungry. So I need a fire, don't I? Yep. Let's get one of those. Man, this place is calm. I feel like I can just meditate right here. No. What is that? Is that a structure? Okay, we gotta head over there. I need some food though. How do I? Yes. Man, I need to tame some stuff. There's nothing around here. How am I this fat and I'm this weak? There's no shot. No shot. Oh my gosh. This guy is so bad. Is it literally just this wood that's carrying me down? 100 wood I gotta get rid of already? Can I craft something with it? I'm so weak. Man, this... It's all too much for little Lando Norris. Ooh, what is that? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to knock things out. Can I get a club yet? Nope, but I can, a little bit stronger. You know I gotta get some narcotic. You know it. Stark powder. Mortal pestle. Where's the club at? Is that not 8? Okay. Oh no, that thing's gonna attack me. You know what, man? I gotta level up. Unless you're chill. Nah, you're not chill. Life's rough, buddy. Oh my gosh. Did I kill it? Yeah. And I'm almost... Need some water. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go to that building up there. Can I really not level anything up right now? If I kill this thing. I want to swim against this water, but yeah, let's not do that. This fat dude is so hungry all the time. He can't carry anything. Ridiculous, man. If this was real life, I could easily jump right here. But do I die if I know there's something in there? Easy. This is an easy jump, IRL. Of course. Okay, there we go. Get your fat ass up there. Okay. At least this guy's buoyant. There's nothing, no fish look like. This guy actually looks pretty sweet underwater. What the heck? Look at that technique. Jeez. Okay. Chill out, bro. You know where you at, man? I run this shit. I swear there was something up here, right? Did it just disappear? Or am I an idiot? I'm not tripping, right? But that thing just despawned in my face. After I swam all the way across the river to get it. No shot. This fat ass is already... What's happening? Oh, I'm crafting something. Oh, I leveled up. Let's get it. Let me get some, get some melee damage. Can I get the club yet? Nah. I can get this. That's an angle. Man, this island kind of, it's like abandoned. I swear there was something up here. Is this like a... Is that like a mirage, dude? Or is that just like a rock that I was looking at? Don't tell me it was mirage. There's something up there? Ooh. I'll take it. Am I even getting anything good? I'm just getting rock. Yeah, that's lame. Man, where the hoes at, man? What the hell? What are we doing over here? Okay, let's not go that way just yet. A little stegosaurus all by himself. No one else in the world. Gonna be friends, buddy? What's good, man? You know what I'm supposed to be doing over here? Sun's going down and I don't got shit. What is that? I feel like I should not be over here. But I kind of want to. Nah. How do I get levels is the question. Because I'm trying to... Okay. I'm at half health from jumping off of that thing. I'm gonna die from dehydration. This guy is so unathletic. I feel like that's like a thing I should be able to... That just giving me stone. Like what are we... Is that stone? What is that? Oh, I got some metal. Okay. Oh, this guy's too fat. I forgot. You can't. Oh, man. This guy needs a PT fat pass. How do I drop this stuff? I'm suffocating, bro. Are you insane, dude? This guy can't even tread water. Okay, alright. Let's go for a different spawn. Why is it recommending me to go over here? There's nothing over here. This guy's such a joke, bro. I should have known from the jump when we started punching like this. Bro, drowned in the shallow. Can I get a rock, dude? Dude, what is that, bro? Oh my goodness. Oh my. Buddy, give it up, man. This is so sad. I can only kill dodos in the game. That's my level. That's my level. I'll take it. I'll take it. Can I get a club yet? Yep. Now you're in trouble, yo. Bro. Yeah, fiber. Fiber. Can I grab some fiber? Yeah. This place kind of sucks, to be honest. I think he's coming at me. Is that a scorpion, bro? Okay, I need to, is there any animals that I could like not be lame around? What is that? I wonder if I could take one of these guys on. I feel like I could. Let me get some food. And we'll see. Level 5, bro? No shot, dude.
No shot! This guy is so bad. Let's go back to this this area. Amazing. Okay, so day one, we got a lot of progress going. Yeah. Yeah. See, a lot of people on their first day, they wouldn't be able to get where I'm at, right? They don't even have a pickaxe. Me? Look at that. Look how clean that is, man. Look at that. It's brand new, too. Jeez, man. Jeez. Oh my goodness. People strive to be like me. You know what? I'm tired of getting bullied, man. I'm hitting the gym. I'm beefing up. I'm taking some Muay Thai classes. They forgot who I am, man. Can I get... What the heck? Am I just spawning stuff out of nowhere? Where did that just come from? Because everybody wants to play with me, right? Right? Okay. Where was that? That's good, man. We got 28, level 28. It's no match, bro. It's just not even close. Not even close, man. Can I tame something cool? This is... Ooh. You don't want to fight me, bro. I don't know what I should be doing right now. Should I be... I should be chilling and getting this stuff, shouldn't I? Probably. Oh my gosh, but I'm starving. I swear I just ate some berries. Ungrateful, man. Yeah, this guy's on something. Everybody's so entitled these days. Man. This guy's still crying. Bro, this guy is like absorbing the food. This guy had 2 steaks and he's halfway. Not even. It's ridiculous. Okay, there's something right there. If this can cook like 2, I'll go over there right now. Is that a deal? That's a deal. How do I destroy this thing? Hello? This guy gonna drown again? There's nothing in here. What's up with these noises, yo? Okay, if this guy cannot swim across this water. See, this is where this guy belongs. He belongs in the ocean. No, he's not gonna make it. I can tell. No shot. No shot you're gonna make it. Look at that. I gotta eat again. You can do it, buddy. Oh, I should buy some clothes. That's what I should be doing. This guy looks like he should be hairy too. I don't know why he's cold. What the hell? Bro, I'm about to die. Bro, this guy's juking me. Get out of my face, dude. Out of my face, bro. Man, I told you, bro. Not even close, dude. Not even close. Not even close, man. What is going on? Can I... Bro, I'm gonna die, dude. Yo. Is that not... Oh my gosh. I'm actually dead. This guy can't even light a fire. That's ridiculous. Wood? Oh, I need wood. No, I don't. What is happening right now? What is happening? I'm about to restart this game, bro. This guy's so bad. Pick up a fucking rock, dude. There's a rock right there. Did I not just craft it? You bitch. Yeah, I'm about to die, dude. I'm eating this shit raw. This is not easy, bro. This is... Bro, it's such a rigged game, bro. This shit's so rigged. This is worse than chess.com. Okay, first day. This is my first day. And what we're gonna get done today is a lot of stuff. The first thing you're gonna want to do is get a pickaxe. And then you're almost good to go. It's so lame. It's such a lame island, dude. I knew it. I feel like I could take one of those things out. Look at this guy's food. This guy is just horrible, dude. Oh my gosh. Look at it. I'm about to be starving right now. This guy doesn't even eat fruit. I mean, what the heck? What are we doing? Amazing. Amazing. Starving. This game is so rigged, dude. That was not an option beforehand. These devs got the Deer and Fox package. So this is what Norway is like, guys. A whole bunch of nothing. Ooh, I could kill that thing. Everything I could kill that thing. Get me some fiber, bro. Of course, there's just nothing on the ground over here, though. Amazing. Are we serious? Okay, buddy. Hey. 23. Nah, we got a dip. Nah, I need you though. Okay. Go to sleep, 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 go to sleep. Let's go, Parasaur. Let's get up out of here. Hide fiber. Okay, let's get some fiber. Wow. There's really nothing over here. I'm gonna die running around here. That's gotta be 50 fiber, right? What else do I need? 80 hide. And some more food. Hey, bro. Why is this thing kind of fast? Are we serious? Are we serious? This guy's so lucky. Nah. Nah. You got it. What I need is a sleeping bag, bro. Because I'm about to... Okay. Hey, buddy. Level 40, huh? I just want to talk, bro. Just let it happen, let it happen, let it happen. Let it happen, dude. Let it happen, let it happen, let it happen. These are the top 10 cheetah moments right here. Okay. Oh, wow. This is, it's going pretty well. This is what we call abundance right here. I mean, what am I supposed to be doing here? Eat the berries, bro. I can't even make a sleeping bag to save my spot. I go over there. I get smacked up. I go anywhere else, I starve. What's it, baby? I need some food, bro. What is this? Wow, this is insane. Of course. I mean, is there anything over here that I could do? I mean, I guess maybe these. Easy mode, by the way. feel like I'm gonna have to kill one of these things. If I can. What is that? Is that thing moving or is that a rock? I'm starting to see things, dude. Things moving over there. Nigga, why are you... Hey, yo! Well, it's been a good stream. I gotta go walk my dog. Yeah. Man, what more can you say? That's a good stream. How do I stop this? I gotta go find my dog. I gotta go do things. Yeah. How do I... All right. Great stuff.